All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Down. And Lobo.
Y'all not ready. Sit. Whip. Watch the whip.
Yo, snap.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
You got tight right there. Check. Press now.
Get it.
They keep it with Miller on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback.
Here we go.
And no better way to do it
60
than to establish the running game early.
They're running it.
Five. Let's go.
On second and very short. Minshew. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't have a contract on it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Ready. 180.
Mike's 50. Come on.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout.
Let's go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 180. Gun.
Hey. Showing up.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play there on the scramble. 34 yards. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight?
To throw again on second down. Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
20.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, 1st and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in the script and knock it in the end. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell me they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery, a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Great.
Throwing again. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Love. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
8.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bring it up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet. This says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Now.
Draw play. This is Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They'll run again with Love on first down. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gun.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9. Newton flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Great.
Tighten up.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum.
Got it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if some guys have got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
On second down, here's Miller. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Maybe I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, orbit. Fight.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Now Newton on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Newton. Being chased out left. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack on first down, Minshew looking deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you...
Touchdown, Giants! Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Let's go.
Minshew throwing on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 43. Now Minshew on first and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Ready, break.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, watch this. Hey, check 24.
They'll run it again with Miller. And brought down, but not not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Indy. Let's go. Check. Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Be dribble.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Olivier Vernon, his second sack of the night. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays as your offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point put through by Boswell. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive, it was so depleting for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now,
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Cards go with nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton, flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
25, check 25, check 25.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I'm going to hit you.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Let's go,
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have that great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second and 11 now. Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
90, Wolf. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Ready?
From the 17, Minshew setting up the screen for Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Let's go, brother.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. This is Miller, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's it, baby.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward. They won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Fighting to stay upright. A strong running. Eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Come on, set. 30 base. I got one. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Snead. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now the rookie's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
50 seconds to Mike. We don't want this. Check 13.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be off